You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome back to Dying Every Day. This is day 137. A quick note before we get started. There are lots of new listeners in the last few months or so. If you're new here and you would like transcripts to these episodes, you can subscribe to Perennial Meditations on Substack. Also, if you'd like to help support this podcast and keep it ad-free, there's an option to become a member. All right, without any further delay, I hope you enjoy this episode. The boxes are packed. The room echoes. The keys are handed over. Something stable disappears. And suddenly, the life that made sense yesterday no longer exists today. And the question appears, quietly but insistently. Where do I belong now? This is the problem Musonius Rufus addresses when he speaks about exile. And unlike many philosophers, he knew the subject firsthand. A first-century Stoic teacher and the mentor to Epictetus, Musonius was exiled more than once by Roman emperors who distrusted his influence. He lost position, stability, and home. Yet he insisted exile is not evil. His reasoning is disarmingly straightforward. Quote, exile is not evil. One is not deprived of food, of air, of virtue. Wherever we are, we can be good. A good person carries their virtue like a flame that cannot be extinguished, no matter the wind. If your homeland is taken from you, you still have reason, integrity, and the ability to benefit others. That is your true home. Close quote. The claim feels radical because we build so much of our identity on place, role, and stability. We imagine that our lives are held together by external structures, career, reputation, geography, and belonging. We often feel a sense of disintegration when those structures vanish. Musonius asks a harder question. What exactly has been taken from you? Have you lost the ability to think clearly, to choose what is right, to act with justice? If not, then the core of your life remains. None of this makes loss easy. Exile is painful. Displacement causes suffering. Sudden change disturbs us. Musonius does not claim that pain is absent. What he opposes is the idea that difficulty prevents living well. Wherever you go, you bring yourself. A new city does not fix an old character. A new job does not create peace. A new relationship does not erase old habits. Unrest travels easily, but so does integrity. Musonius turns that truth toward freedom. If your character travels with you, then so does your capacity for goodness. Home, for the Stoic, is not a place. It is the character you carry with you. The Stoics return constantly to this principle. Circumstances change the setting of your life, but character shapes its quality. Lose one environment, and you can build another. Lose fortune, and you can still retain integrity. Lose reputation, and you can still choose justice. Epictetus later echoed this idea. He said that life gives us different roles, sometimes comfortable, sometimes humiliating, sometimes tough. But our task is the same, to play whatever role we're given well. Circumstances might change the stage, but they don't change our duty to act with integrity on it. Your true home is not where you sleep. It is how you live. Modern psychology arrives at a similar conclusion. Research on resilience and adaptation shows that people adjust to major life disruptions, such as moves, losses, and career change, more than they expect. Circumstances alter comfort, But long-term well-being depends far more on relationships, purpose, and inner coping than on location itself. Musonius saw this situation clearly. If you still have reason, integrity, and the ability to help others, then exile cannot make your life empty. It only changes the environment in which you live. A good person carries virtue like a flame. Wind may bend it, storms may surround it, but the flame continues to burn unless we abandon it ourselves. To live this way is to stop tying our identity entirely to place, role, or circumstance. It's to build our life on what travels with us: judgment, character, and the ability to contribute wherever we stand. Stoic preparation isn't about stopping change. It's about making sure that when change comes, our core stays whole. Home isn't where nothing ever changes. It's where our character stays steady through change. No matter where we are, we can still live well. Here's a few reflection questions you might consider. 1. What loss or change are you currently resisting? What feels like it has taken away your sense of stability? 2. What choice is still yours right now? Even here, what remains under your control? And finally, 3. One portable act of goodness. What is one way you can benefit someone today, wherever you are? Thank you for listening to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If you enjoy what we're doing here and want to support the project, consider becoming a Perennial Meditations member. And finally, as always, I urge you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.